everyone. So first of all, Happy New Year to everybody. I'll insert a bit at the start of the video about where my final rank was in the last season. I thought today I'd try and do a short video around how to make your own TESL memories. Well, basically the idea being, for those of you who don't know how to record your own games. A few months ago, I remember chatting to a top player, and they mentioned to me that they wished that they'd been able to record a particularly fun win that they had. And I realised that actually quite a few people don't know how to record their own games. So I thought, particularly the game ending in January 2025, I thought some of you might want to actually record some of your own games. So while I don't have every device out there, I'll try and give you some guidelines for how to actually record your games. Since I will be sort of trying to talk through the steps for how to do it, I'm just going to do some sort of demo games against the AI, because I can't ladder and sort of try and talk you through this stuff as well at the same time. It's just my attention span's not going to work if I try and do it that way. So I'm just going to get a practice match up. And here we go. So the first, if you have a Windows laptop, then there is actually inbuilt sort of recording on here that you can use for your games. So I would suggest if you look for the Windows logo key and then you press G, and that should bring up a this menu here, and then you just click on start recording and it'll start recording. This is a deck that Cold Sin ACC gave me, by the way, so now when you get your actual recording come up in the Windows system afterwards, this here won't show on the recording. I am actually recording in OBS Studio at the same time, so I can show you the sort of controls here.
Sniveling coward! We fight as
Nothing like being beaten up by the AI, is there?
I'll lead my family to glory.
Now that's teamwork.
So I won't make you sit through a whole game, but I just want to do a bit so you can hear what the sound quality is like on here. I actually think if you're not going to be doing any, sort of voiceover work and you just want to record your games, I think this is pretty much good enough, to be blunt. Also, just to be aware when you are actually recording using this inbuilt Windows option, make certain before you hit record that you've enabled the mic. Mine's already on, but I made that mistake when I was first trying.
My scales move in shadow.
Follow me, men.
Gee, that's great, isn't it?
They will not get past me.
Once you've actually done your recording, it goes to what's a captures folder. I'll show you that in a minute.
Fire of Alduin! Fire of Alduin!
Yeah, of course.
Your order, how can I serve? Acknowledge.
Oh, that was great, wasn't it? Not. Okay, so here is where you would find there's a captures folder that will be on your Windows laptop, and here's where you'll find your recording. I'm just going to show you now what the quality's like. It might
Start
lag.
recording. And it'll start recording. This is a deck that Cold Sin ACC gave me, by the way, so
just going to pause it there for a minute. I mean, you might notice my voice sounds ever so slightly tinny. So this, but if you're just recording your games just for your own enjoyment, that won't matter because you won't be talking and doing a voiceover. The actual sound in the background, you can hear the sound of the music and everything's perfectly fine. If I just pull it forward a little bit to hopefully there's some characters talking, you'll notice it's fine with that as well.
if you're not going to be doing any sort of voiceover work and you just want to record your games, I think this is pretty much good enough, to be blunt.
There, so that's the first method. Okay, so we've covered using the Windows game bar. The next way that you can actually record is using Microsoft Clipchamp, which is on some Windows laptops it's actually available. It's already installed on there. Others you have to go to the if I can remember what the thing is called, the Windows Store here, and then search for it, and then you can sort of install it there. So that's one way that you can do it. Clipchamp also does have a mobile app version that can be run on Apple devices, so you can go to the App Store and get it there. It needs iOS 14 and above to do that, so there's the option to play it on mobile app as well. So there's also a browser version of Microsoft Clipchamp that you can use. I'll put the link in the description below. And basically, a lot of the Clipchamp functionality is free, so the basic recording is free. So there's no need to actually have a paid version at all. There are certain limitations on that, but what I would suggest, if you want to look at the Clipchamp option, it does also have quite good editing tools in there as well. But if you want to look at the Clipchamp option, I'd suggest that you look at their YouTube channel, which I'll link below as well. And there's lots of short, like couple-minute long videos on how to do various aspects with Clipchamp and what you can do for free. So I will just show you an example of the quality. So I have the app on my laptop, so I'm not going to sort of demo the browser version. Let's just go to the app now. Right, so you want to make certain that you pick the correct microphone. You then hit record. If you're going to share your record your in-game audio, not just your vocals, you need to pick entire screen, and then you need to select also share system audio and then share. It's running a bit slow because obviously I've got OBS running in the background in order to demo Clipchamp. Just come back to here. Again, you'll see this here, but it won't actually affect the that won't be showing on screen when you get your recording. It's just there, so you can actually stop recording.
The living have no place here.
Arcade, guide me!
Can I offer you some hello?
There we go. So I looked to see whether or not Clipchamp mobile app version was actually available on Android devices, and at the moment it says they're working on an Android version, but it's not available yet. So you can only use the mobile app version on Apple devices at the moment. I also looked to see what browsers it supports in case you want to try using it on a browser. It said that it doesn't work on mobile app versions of browsers. However, on desktop browsers, Clipchamp works on Microsoft Edge and Google Chrome for the best. It says it also runs on Chromebooks and as a native app on Windows 10 and 11. Obviously, there is the option of OBS Studio, but that's quite technical to set up. That is what I normally use for my own recording. And there are some very good videos on how to set up OBS Studio. I'm not even going to attempt to replicate the rules. But this video is not really aimed at people who want to start a YouTube channel and do voiceover work and stuff like that. It's more aimed at those of you who just like playing TESL and you want to immortalise your games. So while I can't cover every way of recording because I don't have every device going and that, I hope this has been giving you a few pointers for how to actually set about recording your games. And if any of you are able to successfully record your games and enjoy watching them back, then just let me know. So I'm going to say goodbye now, and until we meet again, may you walk on warm sands. Hello everyone! So it's that sad state of affairs where TESL is into its last month. It finishes on the 30th of January 2025. And I did try to see if I could get a personal best on ladder in December. Admittedly, I didn't really, although I had some leave, I didn't have much time to play as I'd have liked. But this actual rank of 61 is actually a personal best for me. I think last time the highest I ever got was about 75, I think, and I finished this when I made top 100 before, which was last December actually, so December 2023. When I made top 100 then, which I purely did because I actually had a bit more time to play than normal, given that I worked long hours. I think I stopped playing at 75 and by the end of the season had dropped to something like 90 or something in the late 90 or 95, something like that. So I think when I finished last night I was at 67, dropped one place since I logged out. So as lovely as it would have been to make a try for a top 10 card back, I've seen several of my friends are in the top 10 and the amount of time they have to invest to stay in the top 10 and to vie for that top spot, it's a huge amount of time. So I just don't have the time to be doing that just because of my lifestyle in terms of work and other sort of family commitments. Anyways, I'm happy to have reached this rank. I would have quite liked to have got at least into the top 50, but I just didn't have the time to play. I mean, it was a choice of go and get some sleep or play for the remaining 4 hours of the season and hope to break into the top 50, and I thought sleep's more important. So anyway, I'm pleased with this result.